All right, guys, Friday's workout. 15-minute AMRAP, so as many reps as possible in 15 minutes. It's always nice to know for exactly how long you're going to be working out so that you can kind of pace yourself accordingly. It's 3 movements. We're gonna go 21 dumbbell swings or kettlebell if that's what you have at home, but these will be Russian style, so just to about eye level. We're gonna go into 15 straight leg sit-ups and 9 handstand push-ups. And we're gonna go over a different way to do them today, whether you're doing them as prescribed on the wall or if we need to do a floor progression. So we'll kind of run through each movement here right now, just so everybody's on the same page. I'm gonna have Manny grab his dumbbell, right? Feet are gonna be about shoulder width, maybe slightly outside, but we really want to exaggerate the hips, right? So I want him to push his butt back. Chest is gonna come slightly forward, but we're loading up that backside. From here, it's gonna be a really quick extension through the hips, so he's squeezing his butt as hard as he can. And arms are just staying nice relaxed. I don't want this to be a shoulder raise or where you're just heaving up the dumbbell using your upper body. Think like you have spaghetti arms, right? Just nice and relaxed. All you're doing is just hanging on to that dumbbell. We're not forcing any overhead range of motion, just to about eye level, and you guys can relax. Cool. From there, he's gonna hop onto the floor. He has 15 straight leg sit-ups. Legs are gonna be straight, go figure. He's gonna allow his hands to come all the way back to touch the floor behind his head. He's gonna come up to touch his toes, trying to maintain his legs straight. So some of us might not have that hamstring flexibility. Try not to bend your knees too much because then it does shorten the range of motion. But I do wanna see the shoulders passing the crease of the hip every single time and make sure our hands touch the floor every single time. Cool. For the handstand push-ups, while I have coach right here, we're gonna show the progression first. This will be our tripod or kind of like that L push-up. We do it a lot of times on a box. We can do it from a pike position or on our knees. But a really easy way to do this is actually just to stand with your legs straight, walk your hands out about 6 to 8 inches, maybe a little bit further depending on what your mobility allows. You're going to allow your weight to shift more onto the balls of your feet, which is gonna put more of it on your upper body. We're gonna keep our legs kind of straight in that same position. He's gonna allow his elbows to break. He's gonna tap the top of his forehead right in front of his hands. As soon as he feels that contact, he can press back up. I still wanna see that tripod position, so he should be out in front. He should be able to see his hands out of the corner of his eye. And then as he presses back up, I'm trying to get him to drive his nose towards his knees, right? And you can kind of see his weight shifting back and forth, especially in the hips. They come forward, and then as he pushes back, we're here. So this is not a full inverted position, but it's getting closer to a fully inverted position, and that's what we want. So if we don't have handstand push-ups as prescribed, this would be a really close substitute. Otherwise, for today, we're gonna change it up a little bit on our handstand push-ups. These are actually gonna be wall-facing strict. You can reduce the range of motion with an ab mat or a pillow, but what you're gonna do is you're actually gonna wall walk up, don't cartwheel. So we're gonna wall walk up. We do need to be about a foot away from the wall. You can't really be too far out, but what this is gonna do is it's gonna make sure that we stay in a better hollow position as we descend down, right? Top of the head is still tapping the floor just in front of the hands. Legs are staying nice and straight, and I do want you to squeeze your belly a little bit more for me, coach. There we go, good. You guys might feel as you're pressing up that your feet actually come off the wall slightly. That's okay, right? You'll kind of be free for a second and then latch back onto the wall. That's totally okay, but I especially like programming these to reinforce better movement mechanics with our handstand push-up, because a lot of times we've seen people go into this overextended position when they're doing handstand push-ups. So those are just a couple of variations for you guys today. If you need further scaling or modifications, make sure you reach out to your individual coach on GroupMe, Push Your Scores on SugarWOD and Facebook, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.